I'm not here. Anyone not here?
I'm not here.
Is anyone here? That drops.
Is anyone out
Is
there?
anybody out there?
Indeed.
Is there anybody in there?
My penis.
That's what she said.
Not my fault. Yeah, that's a bit too small. Let's make it a bit bigger. Like that. Go over there a bit. Okay. Okie dokie. Right. So it's been about 2 weeks since the murders in the park. There's still been, there's still murders going on, but there's always murders going on in Lankhmar. But nothing as, nothing with the masks or anything like that. The guard that ran off has not returned to duty, so no one knows where he is. Things seem to have calmed down a little bit. And you've gone out for for your usual, spending all your gold, silver eel.
We blew it.
Yeah, you've blown most of it, yeah.
We've been drinks.
Drinks and room and board and all the other stuff that you do because you're just animals.
And victuals. Lots of victuals.
Mariachi bands. We just hire a band that follows us around and plays music.
That's where we blew all our money on.
Yeah.
They just follow us around town. That's awesome.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. You're all, and we know, and as well as Vince, as well as
totally see it.
Yeah, that's it. You walk, yeah, exactly. Especially Thorson, he's got them on his shoulders, probably. Yeah.
I got a big hat on. I'm drinking like frozen drinks, and this band's following me around while I'm in my loincloth and hat. Yeah, that's great.
I pay a person to follow me around and say, "You are not a god. You are not a god." And I respond, "I know. Shut up, damn it!" I slap him. That's why I have to pay him so much.
That's what we would do. That's how we blow all our money.
Everybody gets an instrument, like you're a tuba. Shawad's like a little flute, as well as like a cello.
Shawad does not play a flute.
No,
And
the
now we're
person
like-
following you around was a place.
And now we're broke ass. And now we're broke ass because we blew it all. Now we need a job.
Shawad has his own whistle.
Youngsters are all broke. Look at that.
You're broke too.
I had to pay to repair my grappling hook as well. Both of
Really?
them. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, you're all broke, okay?
Yep. My
It's like
grappling hook has my
Sailors
grappling
on payday.
Exactly. My grappling hook has threads of gold wound into the rope that's hooked to it.
Basically,
Just for that extra
every week in game time, you lose 50% of your money.
Except for me.
Except for you and Drakard, who lose 75% of your money.
Yep.
Because you just got the poverty hindrance.
We pout.
You just cannot hold on to money.
We pout.
I'm spending mine on clothes and I'm stockpiling it somewhere else for my retirement.
Oh right, you got them in the cellar, blocking off the rat hole. Yeah. Right, so you leave, or you're sitting in the silver eel. It's late at night, and then a young gentleman wearing fine clothing walks up to you. He bows and presents a silver token showing a wagon wheel and a sheaf of grain on the hub. And he goes, "Greetings, friends. I am Vendel. My lady would have an audience if you discuss a matter of extreme urgency and some delicacy. Would you be free to attend her at our estate?" He waits expectantly, eyeing you, perhaps with some level of distaste, but the expression is there and then gone a moment later. So, yeah, obviously a bit of a snob.
I'd look at the wagon wheel cone and say, "Oh, baby, rock me."
My stomach starts growling because I spent all my
rock me.
money on the mariachi band. And so I'm like, Tatooine, I think we should go. I think we need to go get some money.
Rock me, baby, like a wagon wheel. I have to look up and say, about what?
Well, Yeah. Well, when we get there, we can discuss that. So, are you going?
Sure, why not?
I mean,
Good. Well, you-
when we ever said no?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in.
Plus, I'm going to railroad you anyway, so it doesn't make any difference.
Oh, excuse me, dear sir. You wouldn't happen to have fare for a cab, would you?
So he leads you through the twisting smog-filled streets to a gated archway set in a high wall facing Silver Street, just north of the Street of the Gods. It appears to be a side entrance to an estate rather than the main gate. Seeing him, 2 guards dressed in livery with the same wheel and grain emblem on their breasts open the gate and allow you to enter. Vendale leads you through a garden, along a winding path, past the fountain, and through a door.
The guards have their tits out.
Tits up.
Breastplate of armor. Breastplate. Breastplate.
I just heard breasts.
Okay, yeah. Breast. Emblem upon their breasts, yeah? Right. Let's try and be medieval a little bit. Yeah, from there, the nobleman guides you along a twisted route through a couple of doorways and hallways and finally into a high-ceiling chamber with a long table along one side and a lit fireplace set on the opposite wall. Woman stands with her back to you, facing the fire, hands clasped behind her back, Morpheus style. From her finely tailored dress and abdomen, she must be the lady of the house. With a short bow, Vendel announces you, "My Lady Holcat, the individuals are requested," and then he withdraws. The lady turns slightly, sees you out of the corner of her eye, and then returns her gaze to the fire. "I need you to find my daughter, Fiola. She's to marry a rival son, and he's very angry with me about the arrangement. I think she means to elope with another. This cannot be allowed to happen." She retrieves a coffer sitting upon the mantel, turns it slowly to show you, and lifts the lift and says, "Find Fiola and return here, and I will fill your pockets with gold rilks." He then turns away, still holding the coffer, and stares into the fire once more, signalling the discussion is done. Vendale re-enters the chamber, beckons you to follow. Once outside, in the antechamber, he says, "The lady's instructed me to be of service to you in whatever way I can. Where do you wish to start?"
Well, in
With
the vault,
the
because
ability
we
of
need some
saying
traveling
yes or no.
expenses.
One at a time. Daddy-o, you go first.
I think we ought to start with the money bags because we're going to need traveling expenses while we're doing this. So she's got to forfeit something up in front.
I'm still stuck on the Morpheus part.
Okay,
I'm
and
just
what-
like, there's like no leads, no nothing. Just find daughter by,
Well, Vendel just said to you, "Where do you wish to start?" Yeah, and he's
with
because Daddy-o
question.
asks, he says, "I can give you 20 gold rilks each to start with."
all right.
Okay,
How about
that's
some
a start.
details?
Where
Yeah.
was she last seen at?
It'd be nice to know what she looks like.
Shawad, while you all debating about funds, Shawad's over rubbing the edge of his blade along the side of the stuffed and mounted animals hanging on the wall. I'm
Well,
assuming she has
yeah,
stuff
you're in
mounted
the
animals.
antechamber now. You're not in the woman's office or woman's whatever room it was.
I'm assuming rich fancy fucker has heads on walls.
Yeah, but they're already dead. What are
Everywhere.
you gonna do?
It's the character.
Yeah, but they're already dead. You can't kill them.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
Swiss,
so
I just
you're going to ask him some
fine,
questions
fine.
then. Do you want to know what she looks like? She's a young lady, dark hair, 17 years old, quite pretty.
Has she ever had her portrait painted? Could we see a portrait of her?
No, we don't.
A
you
rich
take us-
family like this, and they never had her portrait done in 17 years. That's a tragedy.
Take us to her room.
She's never had a
Search
portrait.
for
She must
clue-
be hideous.
We can search for clues there.
She's 17 as well.
Dorset shrugs.
Okay, so he escorts you to Fiola's chamber. Everyone give me
Uh,
notice rolls.
It won't let me do it.
Oh, I got to Benny that.
No, don't Benny it. Don't waste a penny on it.
I'm just teasing.
Good. Don't
You always
waste...
yell at me when I Benny these rolls.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Don't waste pennies on shit. Do you know what I mean? Did anyone
Sorry.
find the Benny yet? Did anyone find the secret
Schwad's
Benny?
observer.
Where's
Yeah,
the notice
I've looked
roll
every
at?
menu in
It's
there. I
under
don't
the
see
dice
it.
palette.
No.
Under traits.
Oh, it's on the traits notice
Thank
roll.
you.
Sorry.
I saw it under the modifiers and effects.
I've looked there.
No, you didn't see it on the modifiers and effects. You're just guessing.
What do you mean? I'm just guessing.
I know you're totally guessing. Okay.
I've
Start
looked
getting
under
ready to
every
look.
window, so I don't know what to say. I don't see it at all.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Right. So yeah, she's got a very richly decorated rooms on the top floor of one of the wings of the house. She has 2 maids who attend her and sleep in adjoining chambers. Yeah.
Are the
Okay.
maids in there now?
No, they're not there at the moment because she's not there.
Well, are the maids still on the property?
Yeah, they work here.
You've
You've asked her. So far, you've asked him one question, which is, "What does she look like, and has she got a room?"
any
Know who this other gentleman that she was looking at, playful with?
Can anybody hear me, or am I just like I start talking?
Oh, we can
and
hear
start
you,
talking?
Pantera. Yes. What was he saying? Okay, Daddy, was you asking who she's in love with? Because the Lady Holcat
Yeah.
said she's an arranged marriage, and she's not happy. She's in love with someone else.
Exactly. Will they know who this other someone else is?
Yeah, he says her paramour is Guybon, who's the son of our warehouse master. And what was he saying, Pantera?
Just keep a diary.
Ah, well, he doesn't know. Don't know.
We'll start looking around for one.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for in the room. Any type of books, pads, diary stuff.
Thinking of our last encounter with a warehouse, I said, "Where was this warehouse?"
Okay, so yeah, she's got a desk. But it's got a locked drawer in it.
Oh, I got this. Give me a second.
The -2.
Oh.
-2.
Why -2?
Is this Oh no, it's
a
not a
high-end
-2. It's not a -2. Sorry, it's a -2 if you try something else. Okay, it's a crap crude lock, and you open it. And there are some love letters in there, and a few crude sketches of what Vendel confirms are images of her. Yeah, so there's a few hand drawn sketches of her. Get an idea what she looks like.
Who
Do you have a
drew them?
picture?
Are they nudes or are they just like portrait style or?
They're portrait style, yeah. Not rude sketches, crude sketches. Yeah.
Nude.
Crude.
No. Everybody
okay,
remembers how
so
old she said.
You know
says she
that
was,
vendor
right?
from your notice rolls before. You know the vendor was watching you with a lot of scrutiny. But make another notice roll, Pantera.
I'm helping.
There's no image. You just got to use your imagination. Yeah. So you find there is a false bottom, and which leads to another desk drawer.
Oop. Bloop. Do I have to stealthily open this thing to be not?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's by the door looking at Thorson, who's like a 7 foot wide.
I'm wiping the drool off my chin as he looks at me.
Every time he says you're like 7 foot wide, I feel like you're built like SpongeBob SquarePants, just this giant cube.
Yeah, so inside this false bottom, you find one of them masks,
Of course.
and then there's an invitation formally inked for a costume ball to be held at the Uelm estate tomorrow evening.
Just one mask, though.
Just one mask.
At whose estate?
Uelm.
Like the letter U?
YEWE, like the tree U and the elm tree. So it's like a U and an elm combined.
U.
I'm thinking it's a fair bet that she's going to show up at that party.
With or without the mask?
Maybe she has a mask from somewhere else, or maybe she'll come back for that one. Maybe we should stake out the room and the party.
Should we put on masks?
I've already tried.
Is it one of the masks with the blue gems kind of mask, or is it just?
Yes, it's one of the masks with the blue gems. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you got any more questions for Vendel?
Yeah. Do you know where he knew about the mask? Should we tell him?
He hasn't seen what you're doing, but you can ask him questions. Yeah.
Just ask him if he's familiar with any kind of mask. I'm going to tuck the mask away, like I did last time. I'm going to take the mask that I got and I'm going to fasten it to my belt this time, so it doesn't sneak away like the last mask did.
Well, no one's seen you take the mask. Someone saw you take the last one. But yeah, so you got he doesn't know anything about masks. I mean, but masks in Lankhmar, there's always mask balls in Lankhmar. That first event when you met up was a mask ball, wasn't it? The house where you were robbing Ygric mask ball.
many moons ago.
And then the other one was that city, that temple with masks flying around. Masks. There's a lot of masks in Lankhmar.
The notes, anything that leads back to which warehouse. I'm kind of linking this back to the guards and stuff.
No, there's no notes. There's love letters from Gaibon, sketches of her, maybe drawn by Gaibon, and an invite to this party, which is tomorrow night. So far, Vendel doesn't know anything about the invite or the masks. Are you going to snatch them? Are you?
The invitation, does it look like it's required that you bring that invitation?
It's
or is
handwritten invitation. Yes, you got to bring the invite. Yeah.
All right, taking the mask and the invitation.
About the pictures.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Don't need the love letters.
You guys, have you had enough in this room now? Have you found anything of use, or should we get out of here? I feel uncomfortable having all you men in the maiden's chamber.
We need to get back in here without the guy being in here,
Why?
so that we could look under the mattress and look at other stuff.
Well, you can look under the mattress if you want, but you gotta.
No, we're gonna look now. They want us to find her. We gotta look now.
Check
Yeah, well, she's not in the house.
Well, yeah, but he says he wants us to find her. We don't know what's going on. These people are all bad guys.
Are they?
So yeah, she's under the mattress. Thorson figured it out.
She was, but I'm saying a clue or something. What if there was an abduction here and this guy's involved? You don't want him knowing we found something. I don't know.
Okay,
whatever, man.
I look under the mattress.
Say the note about the party is a good clue. She had it in a secret compartment in her drawer, so it was obviously important to her.
Jimmy's a trickster and a liar. I don't trust him.
Damn, he's
What's in the wall?
Fine, I got the worst ideas.
Can we rip the walls apart? Check in between the paneling.
Are there any mirrors?
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, there are mirrors. Yeah, there's a mirror. Yeah, mirror on the wall.
Behind the mirror?
Hey?
Look behind the mirror?
There's a wall there, yeah. The freestanding mirror on a table. So there's you can see behind it and put your hand behind it. It's not attached to the wall.
What do I roll to start ripping the wall paneling off?
Sword. I lean over and says, "You might as well just sit on
Right,
fire
so
while you're at it."
Vendel says, right, unless you've got anything else in this room, we can go back downstairs and you can ask me some more questions. So far, you've
Oh, I want
asked
to talk to
almost
her.
nothing.
Her maid, her attendants. Are they here?
No,
we
if
talk
you
to
can
her?
speak to me if you need to speak to anyone. The maids know nothing.
Oh, we need to speak to her attendants.
Yeah, I'm her attendant.
You're her attendant. Like, does she confide in you? I doubt it.
She may have confided something useful to one of the maids, even if the maids don't know that it's useful. It could be useful to us in trying to track her down. So I think it would be prudent if we could speak to the maids that take care of her on a daily basis. They will know her better than anyone else.
Who's this new guy with all the brains? Tatooine.
I don't know, but he definitely has a stomach.
He's got brains and a stomach. Yeah, this Tendril, Tendril. He's a healer.
I'm just joking because
Oh, I know.
only
Yeah.
Tatooine's got the good ideas. That was a good idea.
Thorson doesn't have the good ideas.
No, I play myself in real life in this game.
Okay. So he's So he goes. The maids are off doing something. They've got other duties, and they've anything they would have told me anything that you haven't asked me any questions.
When's the last time you saw her?
Yesterday.
When yesterday?
Yesterday before bedtime, in the evening. But at breakfast, she had during one of the fights she had with Lady Holker over marrying Lord Ninsk, she threatened to ruin the family business.
Which is
And
what?
How's she supposed to do that?
Oh, it's a grain business. Wheat or whatever.
So you're saying the
Well, she said
missus of the house had
she
reason.
claimed she and her friends were going to see all of you come tumbling down. I've no idea what she meant. My lady is a respectable woman. She has no vile secret for Fiona to reveal.
So who are these friends?
I don't know.
Sounds like murdering
Gaibon.
her
I've
daughter.
had at the request of Lady Holcat, have had Yoda followed,
And where
Okay.
did she go?
and she sneaks out the window onto the grounds and meets with Gaibon.
Does he live on the grounds as well?
He lives in his father's house. Yeah.
Where?
On the grounds somewhere.
No, not
It
the
says
grounds.
father's house.
Yeah.
So where's that?
They usually meet at the pub known as the Sideways Salamander, which is a few blocks from here.
Sounds like a good place to start asking questions.
You seem to know an awful lot for a person who doesn't know where the person has gone.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? You you haven't asked him any questions. You've not gone from asking him nothing to, and then he's told
I
you.
immediately suspect the mother, the matron of the house.
Oh, right.
I immediately suspect her. Oh, you're gonna threaten me? I'm gonna kill you, bitch. That's literally my thought on the matter.
Lord.
No one's threatened anyone.
You can
You
go.
literally
asking
just
you.
said.
He's speaking about the daughter threatening to bring down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. The daughter threatens the family's business. The mom is like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. That you ain't threatening me. You ain't threatening me. No, you ain't gonna get away with it. Like that's what happened. None of this, I am going to run off with a lover.
You've been watching too much fucking Clouseau or whatever his name is, Inspector, whatever his name is.
Too many TV mysteries, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Too much-
TV mystery, Murder She Wrote. It's always the butler. Yeah.
I don't even
But
watch
hey, no,
TV.
you know, if that's his personality, if he's if that's the way he thinks about people, then
that's the way. That's the way. Yeah, Levin's or Schwartz.
So let me take this this picture and put it in a mass spectrometer, and we'll find out the exact stand.
You got to go to Savage Worlds Back to the Future for that, man.
Yeah, you're in the wrong.
That is-
You're in the wrong setting for
All right.
mass
Yeah,
spectrometers.
the wrong setting.
I want to go.
But
I
you,
want to
so
go.
you got any more questions for him? Like
I
you
want to
asked-
cast
you
Detect Good and
the
Evil
last
on the
time.
mom.
The last time Fiona was here was she broke her fast with her mother yesterday morning, then spent some considerable time in her private chambers. She's expected at dinner the previous evening and did not attend. Yeah. She had breakfast, went to her room, and that's the last time I saw
Sounds like
I want to look around. Can I see around the window? Look in my thievy skill.
matricide.
while we're on conspiracy theories, it could just be coincidence that she was thinking about running off with some other guy, and she has actually been kidnapped, and that's what kept her from being at dinner. We haven't talked to the boy or anybody to see if she was seen at that tavern that they hang out at. I mean, we're just jumping to the conclusion that she ran off to elope with some guy. Is that
That's
really
what-
what's going on?
That's what her mum thinks. Her mum thinks she's going to elope. Yeah, which is what she said to you. There is Vandal says that she sometimes climbs out of this window to go and visit her beau.
Is there a ladder, steps, anything coming from the window that we can look down and see that she might have dropped to give us a clue?
Really, what?
She climbs out the window. How tall is the window from the ground?
Well, I mean, it's a good roof with a good, with all. It's easy to climb out, so it's not. 17-year-olds are good at climbing, especially in Lankhmar.
So we're chasing Shang-Chi.
No, she's So she's been missing for a day. Mum is worried about her. She's hired you to find her. So you got Guybon, who's the son of the warehouse master. You've got the sideways salamander pub.
I'll go
Have
to
you got
the
any
son
more
of the
questions
witch
for him?
What's your shoe size?
Has she ever gone missing before like this, like for a day or two and just not been around? Or is this a common occurrence? I mean, apparently the lady of the house is concerned, so I assume it must not happen very often.
No, she's never run away before. They're often argue, especially since she's been pledged to marry Lord Linsk.
Where's her father at?
Dead
How long ago did he die?
many years ago.
Who did he leave his will to, the wife or his daughter?
None of your business.
Sure it is.
No,
Could
it's
be
not.
part of the
You're supposed to
conspiracy
be
on the
finding
kidnapping.
her-
You're supposed to be finding the missing girl, not investigating us.
See, I told you they're in on it.
See, y'all think I'm crazy, and here this guy is shady as fuck.
It's
And he
not
doesn't want to
shady.
give us any info. He did it.
Yeah. So, are you going to go and try and find her with the information I've given you?
Let's
He
go
haven't given us
let's go
anything.
find these rats, guys. Forget this girl.
Maybe she was taken by the rats.
Oh my god, dude, that would be pro.
Is there any mouse holes in this room or in the house at all?
Oh,
Do we
dude.
know?
All right. I want to go talk to her boyfriend. The stable
I-
guy.
You
Do
should
I
let me
notice any
intimidate-
mouse?
Can I intimidate him? I really want to intimidate somebody.
Do you say it right in front of him? You're like, I really
For
want
what?
to
No,
intimidate
I
someone.
whisper it. I whisper it to.
For what
Athlo.
purpose?
Ask him for directions to the guy on whatever his name, his father's house.
Gael's house.
Yeah, whoever the boy is that she's in love with, that she wants to run off with. What's his name? Guy something.
Guybon.
Guybon. Yeah. We need directions to Guybon's father's house.
I'll check the gardens on the grounds, and you all go pick a spot. We'll all check each place. I'll check the gardens. When you check the sideways salamander. Wow, slippery eel.
Silver eel and the sideways salamander. Yeah. Not a slippery eel. That pub got shut
Well,
down.
If you put a silver eel in a sideways salamander, you get the Spunky Brewster.
That pub got shut down as well. No one wanted to work there. Right, so what are you going to do? You're going to go and find, you want to find where, you want to go and speak to Guy Bonds, go to Guy Bonds?
Yeah, I want to go talk to the son. That's his.
Okay, well, Guy Bond's father will be asleep at this time of night.
So what? We don't
So-
want him. I want to speak to the son.
Yeah, and his son will probably be out at this time of night.
Well, then where would he be?
At the sideways salamander.
At the salamander. Yeah, exactly. That. Yeah, sideways salamander maybe.
Yes.
Let's go to the sideways salamander and see if either one of them has been seen recently.
Do we have a description of Guy Bone?
Yeah, let's get off there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Maybe the servant guy can tell us.
Yeah, he
what
gives
he
you a
looks
description what he looks like. Blonde hair, handsome. Okay, all right.
Was he wearing a Grateful Dead t-shirt?
It's the Ghoulish Dead. We're in Lankhmar.
Oh, the Ghoulish Dead. Oh, okay.
That's the gold he gave you for starting the job.
We might.
All right, let's go blow it.
That's what she said.
Okay, so Vendel says
Oh, my.
Vendel escorts you to the sideways salamander, but he waits outside.
So he doesn't want his face shown inside this fucking out. Come on, man. Come on. They did it. They fucking did it.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you're supposed to have evidence, not just hunches. Yeah.
And you guys made fun of me for wanting to look under the bed without him looking.
I've been saying the whole time the family did it. Fucking Columbo style. Is there any like potting soil knocked over on the
Are
ground?
you gonna?
That's all
right,
you need.
Are you? So you, Columbo? Are you? Yeah, I should make a detective one for you, shouldn't I? I'm not going to make a detective episode, especially for 11. Yeah. Where the butler did it.
Make sure there's potting soil.
Yeah.
Or a bubblegum wrapper somewhere.
Yeah,
Like
a
legit.
small piece
Murder
of
She Wrote.
a small
Murder, She
piece
Wrote
of
in
tin
Columbo is
foil.
all I've
It's a
ever
small
seen.
piece of tin foil.
Looks like it has teeth marks the size of a small child. She did it.
Yeah. Right. So you're gonna go in. You're gonna go in the sideways salamander.
I'm putting a knife to the
As you
throat
go
of this
in, there's
motherfucker.
dock workers, sailors, and grain tower workers inside. Because grain, that's her. That's the family business.
I will go in, even though I have my doubts about this scummy sitting outside bastard. And
He
I'm
just doesn't
gonna
want to go
start
in there because
now
he
with-
doesn't. He just doesn't like the look of it because he's a bit of a snob.
Sure.
I wanted him to go inside and see if he
Same as
sees
he
the
doesn't.
guy.
Same as
because
he
we
doesn't
don't know what
like.
he looks
Doesn't
like.
like the look of you lot because you're a bit, rough. Yeah, he's a bit of a.
We want him to come in and show us if the guy's in here or not. That's all.
No, I'm not getting you go in there. I'm paying you to find him. If I wanted me to
I
find
don't
him,
know what he
would-
looks like.
I gave you a
Come on.
description.
I'm going to loudly go in there and talk about how I have, in the most, I'm not going to say it here, but you can imagine, in the most grotesque, debauchery-filled way, had relations with Fiola as loudly as I can so everyone could hear.
Who had relations?
And I want to check me. I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna like make it seem like I had these really violating, grotesque relations with Fiola, and I want to see who look around and observe how people react.
Yeah, a few of them start laughing. Then one of the barmaids comes up and goes, "Who are you talking about?"
I asked the barmaid. I don't know. Who do you think I'm talking about?
Well, I couldn't hear you over the
She
noise.
says,
Yeah, you mispronounced your worms.
Does the barmaid look like Fiola?
No, the barmaid is a barmaid.
You doing? Oh, come on.
The barmaid doesn't look anything like Fiona. Fiona's got dark hair. This woman's got ginger hair.
Well, hello there. How you doing? How's it going?
I'm going
How you
okay.
feeling?
Want a drink?
I like to get your digits on my digit.
I'd like to have a drink. I'm gonna put some gold up there. Give me a drink. What are we having?
Yeah, gold is too. Yeah, you can put gold down, are you?
I am. I'm gonna put like 3 gold down. Like I'm gonna grossly overpay for this drink.
She pulls a keg out.
Try to butter her up. So that Tui could question her.
Nope.
No.
I'm hiding. I'm away from you. I have separated from this crowd.
All right. I look around. I push the gold. I look around for somebody to come help me. Is Tendril or Aswell around?
So yeah, okay. So she's quite impressed. She brings out drinks and some soup and stuff. And you need anything? Just ask. And she's she's got a big grin on her face because of the amount of gold you just.
I'll order a second bowl of soup.
Yeah, she's already done that. She's
Only
on
a
extra bowl of
second?
soup.
Why don't you get the whole damn crock pot of soup?
Yeah. Well,
Ask
for that,
her if
basically, you can
she's
have whatever
seen-
you want for free gold. Yeah.
Ask her if she's seen the guy we're looking for tonight or last night.
Give a vague description. The blonde hair.
Are you talking about
The same description we
Guybon
had.
and Fiola?
Yeah, have you seen
Yeah.
them lately?
Yeah. The fancy ladies and lords always hole up out the back there, and she points to the to one of the private rooms at the back.
Were they here today or yesterday?
They're here all the time. They make a good mess of the place, and they're
Are they here now?
a bit tight with the money as well. And then she goes off, and someone calls her over for a drink, so she goes off.
Well, she didn't answer when you asked her.
I go
She
check the
said,
room. Let's go check the room. We'll see the mess of DNA left.
Okay, so you open the door, and there's like a bunch of young noblemen and women all sitting around, dicing and playing games, playing kissing games as well. One of them stands up and says, Eve, this is a private room. You can't drink. You can drink in the common area."
I take 10 gold pieces, slap it down in the middle of the table. There's my buy-in. Why aren't they buying my buy-in? I'm a gambler.
Okay,
And I go, oh, that's not enough. And I
it's
take
not
another 10
really.
gold.
This is a private room. We haven't. But you go and buy it off of whoever. This is our room.
So there's 20 gold rooks on the ground, on the table right now, mine. I dig into my coin pouch and pull out another 30 gold rooks. So there's now 50 gold rooks right on the table. I want to play.
Okay, if you insist, and sit down and play.
I take a seat and start observing the group. Do I notice anybody with blonde hair?
Yeah, there's a few people with blonde hair. A group of
Are they men?
men and women.
Are they do they look like that's fake blonde hair or real?
Yeah, they don't have fake blonde hair. Yeah.
You could bleach your hair.
Is there only one door to this room?
Wow. Yeah, there's only one door to that room. Yeah.
So while I've got everybody distracted, you all can do whatever you need to do to get information. I'm gonna keep all eyes on me.
Just fucking ask them questions. Okay. Right, so they're like playing dice and cards and flirting with the girls, and you're just sitting there doing what?
I'm playing cards with them.
Okay.
Who else was in the room with me? Anybody in the group, or did y'all nut out and just sit there like babies.
We're just looking for the guy and the girl. If they ain't in here, there's no. These guys ain't going to say anything.
You
Ask
couldn't-
them. Have you seen Fiona?
They're not here tonight. We haven't seen them.
When was the last time you saw him?
Yesterday evening.
Oh, she's gone missing. Would you be able to?
Ooh, bad move.
Would you be able to tell us if anybody has seen her last night alone somewhere?
Have we seen them do what?
Were they here last night together
Yes.
and they left together?
Yes.
About what time?
1 a.m.
Did they say they were going anywhere else, or are they just going home?
They're going home. They did go home because he was there for breakfast the next day.
No, supper last night was when she went missing. She missed supper last night. So she had breakfast yesterday, but last night she was missing at dinner time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
this
Okay,
morning,
Yeah. So yeah, sorry. Yeah. Well, yeah. So yeah.
so they were here last night after she went missing and didn't show up for dinner. She was seen with Guyborn at the Sideways Salamander. And then they left there at 1 a.m. and haven't been seen since.
Yeah.
Got it.
Any more questions?
Have you ever mucked around with any of their servers? Their hanger-ons? If you go out front and look at this clown face dirtbag, do you think you'd recognize him?
Who are you talking about? These are the hanger-ons. This is we are the Nightlings, and we want to be left alone.
Oh, now they're fucking vampires? Oh my god. No, the guy who wants to stay outside, the manservant, the one who is guilty as fuck, so he doesn't come
Vendel,
in.
yeah.
I want them to know
Vendel,
if they know
whatever
him.
his name is.
Vendel is Lady Holcat's man. The one that he's her number one
Manservant.
manservant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course we know him.
You seen him around here recently?
No, he doesn't come here. He's rare. What's he doing outside? He would never get his hands dirty walking in here.
Perfect alibi. I observe the room and look for any signs of struggle.
Oh, really?
It's a tavern room. I imagine that things are pretty discombobulated.
But if they clean it constantly, I don't know.
What about Bob?
Bob.
Are there any other rooms besides this one?
Yeah, it's a tavern. There's a private room at the back, and there's there's just
There's
it's
the
just
common
a tavern.
room
It's a
and
common room and a private room in the back, and there's not much. Yeah, that's about it.
But is there any blood on the floor?
No,
Or on the walls or scratches?
there's no
or...
blood or scratches. There's no rat marks either.
Damn it. No holes for rats to go in and out of?
No.
Hmm. Why did we not check out the garden?
I don't know. Why did you not check out the people you're in a room with having a conversation?
Not quite sure what you mean.
Well, what have you asked these two? Have you seen Gaibon? Yes.
we asked them when they saw him last and when they left last night.
Yep.
Do you know where he's at tonight? Because we don't see him here.
No, I don't know where they are tonight.
Did they mention anything about leaving town or running off together or?
We don't know.
So they must be holed up somewhere. Is this an inn and a tavern, or is it just a tavern?
It's a small little tavern, yeah.
Okay.
No inn.
So did anybody check the gardens or no?
Well, I mean,
Back at the
11
house.
checked the gardens. You know. He went out. I think 11 climbed out the window and had a look around the gardens and found that there were gardens, trees and plants in them.
I said I was going to check the garden, but then everybody's like, "Oh, we're going to the eel," or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, we can say you checked the gardens and you found nothing. I am laying out the clues in front of you, you know. Then you just make.
I'm blind then.
Apparently, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So the nightlings are sitting here. They're getting a bit flustered with you lot. It's like, are you gonna leave or what? We were trying to play cards and you've interrupted our evening.
Okay, they obviously know nothing. Let's just kill them all and go check somewhere else.
Are any of them the people we're looking for?
No, they're not the people you're looking for, but they know the people you're looking for. Sarah's there. Tadio's there.
I mean, that's obvious, and they also don't know where anybody is, according to them. So unless I want to put my dagger to their throat, which I'm really inclined to do, because nobody has rolled the fucking dice or dropped a card in the last 30 fucking minutes, I want to fucking gamble.
Well, you can gamble if you want, but you could just try doing persuasion rolls and see if they're, you know, what they're doing. You haven't asked them anything. You haven't asked them about the masked ball or anything. Do you know what I mean? Welcome back, Thorsten.
Thanks.
There's a ball
Right.
tomorrow. You know, there's a ball
Yep.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna get up out of the corner. I'm gonna walk over to everybody, and I'm gonna point to Thorsten. Stay. Everybody out. I'm gonna push everybody out. Thorsten, push them out of the room.
Who's he pushing out of the room?
Everybody but me and Thorsten.
What, including the other two? Including the nightlings?
Aswell, Tendril, Shawad. Out.
Why?
Because I want to.
Tough shit.
I'm just going to take every penny and every coin
just
that's on
rolled
the fucking
athletics.
table.
I just rolled athletics. I'm pushing them out, Jimmy.
You better let me take all that money back first.
I do it too, he says.
Right, to explain your plan.
All right. I want to calm everybody. I want to calm them down. To me, it's a kid looking for, you know, I'm just like, all right. So I'm just trying to simplify the questions and like, all right. And plus, I have something, you know, I have the mask and I don't want anybody else in the bar to know. So I want to push them out. Be like, all right. She's missing. We don't know where she's at. We have a plan. And I want to talk to you. And I pull out the invitation. It says, anybody else get this invitation here?
Yep, everyone is going to be attending the biggest celebration of the harvest season.
Oh, the harvest. Tell me about that.
It's when you collect crops from the fields. Harvest them.
Right.
Oh, no shit.
Really?
Damn, I always wondered what that meant.
Doing aces. Doing
I don't know, but
aces.
somebody needs to live
So,
11 roll
like,
the dice, or
the
he's going to
party,
flip out.
11,
Not-
roll a gambling dice, dude. Go on.
I already did.
You
like
failed.
20
Oh,
minutes
I'm going to
ago.
roll a gambling dice back.
Yeah,
Hang on.
it's a contested.
Let me
thing.
get the NPC that you're gambling against. He's he's one of them. Okay.
Oh gee,
Hmm.
he's got a D12 in gambling.
He's got a D40. He's hacked. Right. Lankhmar versus the other guy.
Nice. As well casted a havoc spell. I'm not sure what's going on.
He's not casting Havoc spell. It's just because the two should have come in and said what he was doing instead of saying, "Oh, everyone out the door."
Get the fuck out of the door, you fucking.
Right. So
fuckers.
ask them some questions. You can ask them questions. You've got a bunch of kids that are going to the ball.
So give me all their money.
All right. I want to be like, so have you been in one of these parties before? Just like this one. Same invitation, same place.
Well, I mean, they have these balls all the time. You've got to find somewhere that's big enough for hundreds of people to attend.
Okay. Is
But they
there
have
a
them in
special?
big houses or in big warehouses? There's all, you know.
Is there a special kind of dress for this ball? I already know, but
No, it's just It's not. It's just a normal ball.
no special masks or anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, so it's not a masked ball.
Make a notice roll. Yeah. It's a ball. Yeah. The thing saying the invitation to a costume. It's a costume ball, so it's not
It's a costume.
not a mask ball. Yeah.
Oh, anybody? What? I pick a random person. What are you gonna go as?
I'm going to go as one of the Nightlings. We're all going to go as Nightlings,
Oh,
dressed
does
in
that look
black.
like? All black?
Yeah.
Cool.
We've got a black velvet gown with a red collar.
Yeah, I like black. I'm just saying. I'm pointing at my black cloak. All about the black. Where can I get one of those?
From a tailor.
Oh, definitely might have to pick one of those up. We can't figure out anything about any masks they may wear. Is a Nightling a thing, or is it their little?
It's their little clique that they've got.
Their little clique. So they're going to a costume ball as themselves.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Even
Were you planning to-
who they are. Tendril, were you saying something?
Typically, a costume ball consisted of fancy clothes and a mask.
Oh, true that. So they may have a mask.
So usually it's a handheld mask that you hold up to your eyes and you peer through it, and that consisted of your costume. That's what a costume ball is.
Does the mask I have a strap on it?
Yeah, so
Or is it something I have to hold?
it slips over your eyes, yeah, and holds itself in
So
place.
I don't want to let them know I have that.
No.
I do want to potentially procure what he's describing to me as the costume. Were you planning on meeting Gaibon and what's her name?
Yeah, we're
Do you
going
get
to turn
all
up.
there?
We're going to go to the. The ball, all of us. Yeah.
Oh, so they said they were going to meet you there.
Yeah. They're going to. We're going to meet them at the ball. Yeah.
Oh.
Has any one of you got persuasion or intimidation rolls?
I got intimidation. Sorry, my wife just came home.
That's why I was trying to get keep the Thorson in there, because he's my intimidation. Because my persuasion is 4.
Mine is only 6, but I got pushed out of the room anyway, so.
I know it. I know Thorson has intimidation. Well, I was like, and plus he's like big and oily.
I'm sitting in the tavern having another couple bowls of soup.
Yeah, the maid is loves you lot because you've given her so much money. You've like cleared the night. She can go home for the night if she wants to. The amount of money you've given her. Tatui, not Tatui. Shawad, you've won some money.
I know I already took it.
Yeah, you're good. You got your money back.
And then some.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. So, questions? Anything you're going to ask? Are you going to do persuasions?
I wanted Thorson to persuade. That's like, Thorson, can you make sure they're telling the truth there? Or is there anything else? Or is there anything else you might want to tell us there, buddy? You know,
I like puff my chest up real big, and I start looking really mean.
Okay, yeah. So, right, the one who first came in and told Eduardo to leave. He says, we know they've got we know that Gaibon and Yoda have got their own apartment near the Plaza of Dark Delights, but that maybe that's where they've gone. But I don't know where they are. Honest, and he looks at Orson like a, the size of that geezer. Scared, yeah.
I'm making my pecs like jump up and down.
Yeah, the girls are going, ooh. Some of the girls are like, they were hands on with these nobles. Now their hands are coming off.
Do you have an address?
No, I don't know where we know they've got an apartment, but I couldn't tell you exactly where it is. They've got their own little place.
So it sounds like we have to go to a costume ball and then follow them back to the apartment.
How long have they had this place?
A few months.
Once we find her, what exactly are we supposed to do? Are we?
Oh, Mummy wants her returned to the house. Yeah, that they can iron out whatever problems they've got.
We're gonna take her against her will and return her to the house.
I never said that.
Yeah.
So that's basically what they want us to do, though, right? That's what they hired us to do.
I don't think they're worried about her being missing.
All right.
Well, Mum's worried about her being missing.
And I got one ask before I go. What was the name of that tailor for your outfits? Because I want to get one.
No, hang on. Nittick Nimblefingers, he's really good.
All right. Because I have the mask, and if I'm going to get an outfit so I can match and sneak my ass in there.
Okay. Make a notice roll again when you say masks.
Oh, I know. So I'm talking to myself. This is metagaming part.
All right. Okay. You metagaming.
But this is me saying, "Oh, Nimblefingers, cool. Thanks." That's it. I'm speaking out loud of what my plan is.
We're speaking out loud words. Well, what's everyone else doing? You got any more questions for these kids?
I'm saying thank you, and I walk out.
I got pushed out of the room, so I'm sitting in the tavern eating 2 more bowls of soup.
Well, Thorson and Tatui come out. Anyone else got anything to ask them?
I tell everybody. Okay.
They say they're not playing with you anymore, Shawad. You've just cleared them out. So.
I tell them what's going on. I tell them about the. Okay, so me and Aswell, where was that? Was that the Dark Delights or the other place?
It was a Plaza of Dark Delights. Yeah.
So where we were is where the apartment is.
Their apartment's near there, yes.
All right, so I tell Aswell. So you remember that place?
Yeah, but there's lots of apartments.
There's apartments around there.
Aswell's not there anymore, just so you know.
You pushed out. I didn't push out of the bar. I pushed out of the room.
You pushed me out of the room. I left.
Okay. Anyone else got any more questions for these kids? Oh, you've been filled in what's happening.
I'm good.
I want to go to the.
Do you
Got
know
no more
what their
questions,
costumes
but
are?
Questions? No more questions? No. What are you gonna do now then?
What time is it?
It's getting late. 2 a.m.
I want to go to where their apartment may be. Just because if they're going to be getting up anytime soon, they might be leaving the apartment. So I tell everybody where I'm going. Stake it out.
Yeah, you can find her soon enough, Aswell. Yeah. Okay. Aswell's gone looking for his favourite Red Lantern girl.
Does she know about the party? I mean,
So there's three
basically,
places you know she goes. She goes to home, she goes to the Sideways Salamander, and she's got somewhere at the Plaza of Dark Delights.
I'm going to go back to my room and sleep it off until the daylight comes, and then I want to go looking for a place to buy a mask.
Yep, is that what everyone's doing?
I'm going to go to where their apartment may be. See if they can catch him maybe waking up and walking out into public.
I'm going with Tatooine.
Yeah, so you're gonna so as well as going on the on purple mission, Tendril's gonna go and sleep. Chawad, what are you doing?
I'm going to go to observe and generally linger around what's his name's father's place, because I'm assuming he works there. So at some point he's going to return there, whether maybe early in the morning or whatnot at some point. So I want to assuming that's where he works.
Well, Guybon, his dad works. His son,
Wouldn't he be like part of the family business?
yeah.
Okay, when I
if he's
leave,
not, then that's fine too. I mean, I guess we can.
I'll tell anybody who's interested. I'll meet him the next evening at the Silver Eel, and we can go to the costume ball together if we want.
Like as a date?
What time does the ball start?
That's what we should do. We should dress up Shawad and Tattooey as girls.
The ball starts.
You know,
the ball's
you
going to start.
You can't get in.
The ball's going to
We
start
gotta
at 8 o'clock.
We got to find a forger because otherwise you're not getting in.
Dormer, I'm like, yeah, I got my fucking spear.
So if we can find my plan is once I go about the morning, is I'm going to get a what do they call them, night people outfit, night fingers from Nimble Fingers.
Yeah, knitting nimble fingers. Yeah.
Get what do they call them? The night stalkers, night people,
Nightlings.
Oh, the Nightlings. Yeah, knitting nimble
I
fingers.
get a Nightlings outfit from Nimble Fingers. I got a mask that matches.
Well, it's not a Nightlings outfit. That's they've got their own. They're all wearing different clothes, but they're all wearing black velvet and stuff. Sort of
so I'm gonna get something.
It's like a goth thing.
Black...
It's like a bunch of rich guys that are goth.
So I'm gonna get a velvet outfit with the red collar, or the crimson collar, from Nimble Fingers, so I kind of blend in as one of them.
Okay.
But I have the note, so the only way we can get in, I'm like, all right, I got to find somebody who can forge this. So we got to find a person who can forge this invitation.
Can you dress me in like a too tight, like manservant suit, and I could be like your manservant with like a. I want a.
I don't think I can afford enough velvet. It's a lot of velvet.
You could, yeah. I mean, you could probably get a suit made up if you got started. But are you going to do anything else? Are you going to see if she comes back to the Sideways Salamander or to a?
Well, it's in the morning, so I'm trying to see.
You waiting until morning,
leave.
are you? So everything's going until morning, is it? So you're gonna. What about you, Shawad? You wait until morning? Are you staking the house out? Whose house are you staking out? Her house. You know, where she climbs up through the window.
I said Guybon's dad's house.
Oh, should go Shawad's BRB a bit, so.
I think he said it was Guybon's dad's house. I was going to the apartment area. As well as with the Lady of the Night. Torsen's with me. Probably going to assume she's probably not going to come home. So there's no reason to stake that out. But should we?
She might come back for the letter and the invitation and the mask since she left him in the drawer.
Good point. What does anybody... I tell Thorsten to stake... Thorsten, big important. Must look out. Oh, like
He's
there's only
illiterate,
really...
but he's not. He can understand simple commands.
Yeah. So if I see her, do I grab her?
Oh God, that's a good question.
Or do I be sneaky like this? And I like scrunch down and my butt sticks out like 5 feet and I put my hands over my eyes.
So like my
Like, so
assassin
nobody can
doing
see me.
hiding shadows
Yeah.
the other day. Yeah.
Like nobody can see me. Like this the doing?
Actually, I picture you like sitting at this little cafe across the street, like sipping a cup of like tea
That'd be awesome. Like trying to be
with like sunglasses on.
That's kind of what I was trying to get at earlier. What are we going to... So we find him and we see her. What are we going to do? Are we going to just grab her and take her back, or what's the plan?
I throw a woman over my shoulder.
I see. That's for me. That's a.
So right. So you're going to
Not
stake
into this
out. Are
forced
you going to
marriage.
stake out her home? Is that what you're going to do?
We need somebody to stake out just the window, like because really her room only has like the window she sneaks out of. So we're probably going to assume that she's probably going to sneak. She's not going to walk in the front door. Well, she might.
Yeah. I mean, Vendor was like, if you want to stake out the house, I can show you a good spot where you can get a view of her window, and she won't be able to see you.
That's a good spot.
Yeah.
So house, apartment, dad's house. That's 3, and then I'll go with that.
Yeah. So tomorrow evening is going to be the night of the
Yeah, I'm
you
probably
running
gonna
ball. Yeah.
get like find a nice little spot, get a quick 2-hour power nap, like 4 or 5, a 3-hour power nap, and then wake up and start checking things out. And then about noon, if I don't see anything, I'm gonna go get how many? I need 4 forgeries done on the letter.
Do you need some money? I can give you some money.
I'm good.
I got a diamond, amber, and gulch.
Right, so you can speak to her. Yeah, you have. Yeah, I think all of you have got diamond and amber gladish, apart from Tendril and Asbel. They'll get them eventually.
I'll take care of the forgeries. I'm I'm a thief and stuff.
Yeah, you're technically all of you.
I'm going to go to the Thieves Guild and.
Okay, so what are you
Find a good
doing?
forger.
So how long are you going to? When are you staking out that? You staking out the house till morning, are you?
Which house? Oh, that's me in the apartment. I don't know how long Thorsten's going to stay there, and how long Schwad's going to stay there.
Okay. So while you say Vendel sits you in somewhere to stake out her window, and about 3 a.m, she clambers up and climbs in through the window on her own. What are you gonna do? Wait till morning? How you know she's back?
Well, the only person that knows she's back is Thorsten.
Wilson, what are you gonna do?
Tatooine didn't tell me what to do. So I'm like pacing back and forth. I'm like panicky, like I'm not sure what to do. So she went inside then. So I'm gonna see if she comes back outside, and then I'm just gonna throw her over my shoulder and run back to Schwad. and ask him what he thinks I should do because the Tui didn't tell me. Schwad knows.
Okay, so we're going to zip forward to 6 a.m.
What did you just do to me? What happened?
That's where you did the you set some goal at some time, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, what am I doing with this NPC?
Nothing. You can close it. That's just the NPC that
I said BRB.
Yeah, you
Hey,
did.
you
say
guys don't want
BRB.
to mess with Danik Nimble Fingers, man. He'll kick our butts. Just so
No,
you know.
he's a tailor. He's going to make costumes. Need
Okay,
to,
that's
but-
awesome.
The toughness of 5 and parry of 4. So badass.
Yeah, he's good at making clothes. Yeah. Good tailor.
Everybody's weak to my bow.
True.
And I tell Thorson, smack my bitch up. Smack my bitch up. Like the song.
Okay, so next morning, right, as well, you had a good night. Tendril, you had a good night as well. Orson, you had a rough night because you was gating the window, but you saw her climb up and go in, so she's back in bed. Where did you go, Shawad?
Daddy's house.
Right, nothing. Yeah, you didn't see anything at Daddy's house. No one came home.
How dare you?
Bob.
What did happen to me? Oh, mine.
Okay, since I am ignorant of any of the events that have transpired, I'm going to continue with my plan to go and try and find a mask and then to meet back up with everybody at the Silver Eel. So after I obtain a mask from a mask seller, I will go to the Silver Eel and wait for everybody else to show up.
Well, when you get to the Silver Eel, or when you get to the mask seller, Natic Nibblefingers, you see Thorson and Tatui there. I don't know what are you doing as well.
Wait, but I was going to grab the girl. I was waiting till the girl walked out, and I was going to grab her.
No, she's gone back into her room. She climbed up, went through the window, and went into her room. She's in the house now.
But
And
that's what we're looking-
Thorson,
I'm so confused.
Thorson tells Tatui this.
What are you confused about, Bane?
Okay, we're looking for this girl, right?
Yeah, and you saw her climb back into her room.
All right, so
And he-
why can't I take her to Tatui?
Because you saw her climb up through the window and go into her room. And then you was like, I don't know what to do because Tatui didn't tell you. You just said it a minute ago.
But then I
and
said
then
I was
he
gonna
said he
take her
grabs
back.
her.
Yeah, and then I
You
said
said
I'll
he
then
grab
you said
her.
you're going to
Comes
grab her.
back
Okay.
out.
And
Right.
then I would take her to Schwad.
You would
and
have
ask
to
Schwad what I should
actually
do.
break into the house, kidnap her from her house, bring her to me.
Yeah, but that's like what I would do. And besides, she just went through the window, so I saw how she got in, so I would have done that. Like,
I'm thinking Thorson wouldn't fit through the window.
it's possible.
Yeah, it might be a bad idea. But you can, if you want. Splitting the party up isn't going to help, okay? You're all going to meet up together because it's a stupid splitting the party up, all right? Because it is, you're all doing 7 different things. I'm going to go and sulk over it. I'm going to go and sulk over it. I'm going to go and do this.
I just did what Tatui said. Okay,
Yeah,
I fine.
but
I come
everyone
back
needs to
again.
stick together. Do you know what I mean?
I
It's just-
almost went after her, so I tell Tatui, I was like, "Look, I saw her go to her room, but you didn't tell me what to do, so I didn't know. So I stood around for 3 hours thinking, what would Tatui do? And I couldn't figure it out, so I came back here, and that's what I say, just like that.
I'm going to
So
give
she's
you. I'm
in
going to
her
give you a
room.
Benny just for that.
Wait.
All right.
Let's go collect
So-
our reward.
So you're saying we've solved the case.
Let's go collect our
You
reward.
haven't solved the case. So
I stick my thumb in my chest and say, "No, I solved the case," and I stand up and I look all proud.
So where's the reward?
Well, we need to go and talk to the lady of the estate and explain to her that her daughter is safely back in her room and she's welcome.
She didn't tell us to do anything about.
Are we
you.
sure it's her daughter that went in there?
No.
you're pretty sure. But I mean, you're still you underline the underlying point of this thing is there's a masquerade, and you found in her drawer one of those masks. Very bad. And the masquerade is going to be tonight. So you know that she's in. You know what's happened to her. You know she's back in the house.
So we should go collect the rest of the money from the mother since she's back home now.
Agree to that.
And here's the question. If she received an invitation and one of those masks, chances are that the rest of the invitations were also sent out with those masks. And we know that those masks turn people into murdering zombies. So now we have a wide distribution of these masks and an event where they're all going to be gathered together.
Holy
Does
crap! I haven't
anybody
looked at
else
that.
see the potential for disaster here?
Oh, disasters everywhere.
Was I AFK when that came out? I didn't remember that zombie part.
The zombie
that's
from the
what-
trees.
That's what the masks do. They put the mask on it, you'd suddenly become a puppet.
Yeah.
And
Well, but it didn't affect the Tui.
didn't.
no, when Tatui put it on, it didn't do anything. No, yeah.
It wasn't activated at that time.
Ah, see.
But the guys weren't wearing the mask. They just had like blue eyes.
They were
No,
wearing
we
the
had
mask. The
healed-
masks were hidden on their face by a seal spell.
Oh, how'd you do? Okay.
Because somebody saw someone put the mask on and saw the mask disappear.
What happened was when the guy was coming towards you, Thorson, in the tree, looking all come and kill me, please. The Tatui was hiding in another tree, wasn't he? And when the guy was walking towards you, he stopped, and the mask, the eyes lit up, and for half a second, Tatui could see the mask, and then the mask faded away, the blue faded away, and then it just looked like a normal face.
Okay. I didn't catch on that was a conceal spell. Got it.
Yeah,
'Cause
so,
I've been
the
real
mask
working.
goes invisible once it's been activated, yeah. And all the guards that survived said they don't even remember putting the mask on.
Well, what we should do is like barricade the doors to this opera and just light the place on fire because they're all going to turn into undead zombies.
Carry.
'Cause something bad's
Or
gonna
we could
happen.
try to take the masks off.
Yeah,
So
but
what you're
how many
saying
more-
is the Shawad method is effective.
Yeah, but how many masks
right
are we going to
back.
have to make? I mean, there's going to be like tons of people there, right? With trying to put masks on.
I'm getting a drink while you talk about your plan for the
No,
What if
Mike,
they- but
masquerade
so-
ball.
So is it when they put the mask on? Because they'll all have the mask on when they show up. It's, like people aren't going to show up there and then put the mask on. They're going to show up with it on.
well,
they're
it could
probably
be
gonna
one
put-
of
Go ahead.
could be they already have the invisible mask on.
You ever spoke to the Nightlings about the masks?
Asked them about special mat things, but I didn't show my hand that I had one. I did not do that. Do we tell the mom that, oh, they're home, and don't forget to barricade her because she's probably going to go sneak out tonight to a party? Or do we let her sneak out?
Well, but well, we don't want her to put the mask on.
She doesn't have it anymore.
So you think she's going to try to go without the mask?
Don't know. Does she have a backup? Can she get a backup? She'll probably notice all her stuff's gone.
I have so this she's got a mask and like you don't think she ever tried it on? Like she put the mask on her face and then took it off? Like why would you get a mask and not put it on your face? Like that's like the first instinct. Like, oh, I got to get a mask in the mail. It's a costume party. I'm going to put it on my face, right?
Same as with the girl that Tendril Aswell spent the night with. She got given the mask, but she didn't put it on.
Yeah, but most people are going to put it on. So you're saying as soon as they put it on, it goes to the concealed spell and then they can't take it off?
Except for me, which didn't happen to me.
Yeah. Who knows?
Unless
Maybe the masks have to be activated by some third party before they actually have
Put
that
on.
effect.
Right. So that would make sense, right? Because like there's all these people and you got to think about it. Like let's say 36 people got a mask. I mean, at least half of them are going to be like, "Oh, I got this mask. Let me try it on." Right? And so if it activated then it would already be activated and we would know. Right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So my guess is you're right that it's got to be activated by something. Maybe it's got to be like a phase of the moon or something like that. Like how many days is Go ahead.
Somebody planned this masquerade ball to have everybody in one place so they can do some kind of ritual to activate the masks en masse and create mass hysteria. Or perhaps there's another side effect of the mask that if it's activated and actively controlled, that maybe people don't go chaotically murderous, but with focus. So like a controlled army or something. We don't know the exact effects of the mask.
So that would mean that people are going to be putting the mask on. They're going to be wearing the mask. You're not going to be able to recognize them. And then once it becomes activated, it'll kind of like possibly disappear. They'll become zombies. But so that means that some of the people at the party will not be wearing the mask that everyone else is wearing. Because why would they activate a mask and turn themselves into a zombie, right? So we need to be able to like, if we could get like fake masks or whatever and go there, then we could maybe pick out who's actually responsible by some subtle difference between the mask they're wearing and everybody else. Maybe.
No, I was thinking
Good
about
thought.
getting fake versions of the mask.
Yeah, that's what I agree. Yeah, we would get fake versions and wear them, and then we would look for other people that are not wearing like whoever's going to do this ritual is going to be there. Maybe they have like they're the host of the party, and maybe they have like this crazy looking mask because they're the host, and so like they want to stand out. But maybe they're really wearing that other crazy mask because they don't want to wear the zombie mask because they're about to like activate it.
Or maybe there's a mask that has to be worn to control all the other masks.
Right, and it was probably some subtle difference to it, or maybe an obvious difference to it.
So who would have the authority to throw this party, this ball, this masquerade, whatever you want to call it, at this specific person's house and send out all these masks? Who would have that authority? Probably the person who owns the house, right?
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. It may not be the person that owns the house.
I mean, you haven't.
Why would you do it?
You've done no questioning about you haven't. Well, you don't know. You don't know that the masks and the invitation are connected at all. You're just assuming that.
Right, because she may have gotten the mask from another source, but she just stored them together in her secret stash drawer. And she had an invitation to a party that was a costume party, so she had to obtain a mask. And it just so happens that she obtained a mask that is one of the masks that we were looking for. So it could be coincidence, or they could be connected. Could be either way.
Yeah, now I wish I would ask the Nightlings if you've ever experienced missing time?
I say we should shop. We should all hop inside the mystery machine, and we should go get some fake masks and show up to this place.
I'll totally wear one of my.
We'll need invitations too.
Headpieces from my home country.
Oh, we still got. All right, I'm gonna go get forgers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Tatoo's working on that, so
excellent.
And I'm getting a black velvet outfit with a red collar kind of thing.
Can I go to the Mages Guild and buy some scrolls from them?
Scrolls of what?
Magic scrolls.
No, they don't do anything like that. This is not D&D land. There's no magic scrolls like that.
There's no magic scroll store.
There's nothing like that. Magic is sword and sorcery, so it's very low magic. Yeah, I was actually listening the other day. The wizards in this are like Mako in Conan. You know? Where a resurrection spell takes days and days, and magic is rubbish. And And like I said, the Sorcerers Guild is pretty much useless. You figured out that they're most of the time that the actual powerful wizards don't share their secrets.
So how long does it take me to get forgeries and?
Well, forgeries. Well, they can do that quickly.
There's a 00.
D100.
I saw a 00. It was weird.
You got a 9 out of 100.
What is
For Ezra.
what is the difference between getting a 9 out of 100 and a 97? It's 1% chance. I mean, like, why are you laughing?
I'm just saying it's like
you rolled a 9.
the likelihood of you rolling above 50 is 50%.
Jimmy would have taken that 9 on Saturday. That was a success.
Yeah, I
So-
would have taken that success. I think I did succeed. You just being mean.
The
You did
masks.
once.
The masks I get are copies of the. I'm going to leave the.
Well,
the
no
real
one's
one.
going to be able to knock up a dozen masks of that specification in the time allowed.
Oh, that's
before
cool. I'm only asking for half a dozen.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going to be able to do that. He says, "No, I can't.
How
I
about
haven't
one?
got time. I haven't got time to do that."
Can I do one?
Again, it's a costume party, not a mask party. So the masks are optional. Yeah, and there's loads of masks that people wear to parties. You know, Lady Holcat's going to be at the party. She's got a mask. It's just like a red flowery thing. You know, it's the costume ball. Is a costume ball. You haven't got to wear masks. You can if you want, but it's just a costume ball. Everyone turns up looking pretty. So you can,
Right,
you can
so-
get masks. Natix has got masks, but he's not going to have ones that have got sapphires for sockets and all that stuff.
Keep the mask with me. I'm just not going to wear it.
66.
Alright.
Why are you all rolling dice?
I have no idea. I'm just...
What are you saying sorry for, Thorson?
Because I interrupted Tatooine.
They're fine.
So Thorson's now got a lovely costume. As well, are you getting a costume as well?
Don't we have a hat of disguise that I'm wearing?
No.
No.
A hat of disguise.
Remember the that was your adventure, wasn't it? With the no, never mind. Was it yours? Medusa's.
Yeah, that was 11's one. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
D&D.
11 was a Medusa.
All right, I'm confused.
This is a low magic game. Yeah, magic items really rare, and magic all that stuff is really rare.
Probably
Right.
about, you're probably.
Well,
the
why don't
best
we just
dressed
walk
one.
in through the front door and blow the place up?
Y'all really like my style,
That's
now,
like-
don't you?
I said light it on fire. That's what I said. Everybody made fun of me.
Yeah. Okay. So this.
I
So
didn't
let
make
me
one.
explain. This is a fancy
You
ball.
did make fun of
This
me,
is a
that's right.
fancy masquerade that happens every year. It's the biggest night of the year. It happens every year, all the time.
I want to.
And all the rich and noble people of the city are there celebrating. You know, they've made more money. They're all doing wealthy. They're all good. What were the guards moaning about when they went to that warehouse meeting?
Damn rich people don't.
Perhaps the person or the perpetrator that is distributing these evil masks is taking advantage of the yearly custom of having a masquerade party or a costume party and sending out the masks, hoping that people will put them on in order to attend this event.
How come I can't whisper anybody? What the hell's going on?
I don't know. My whole chat thing just disappeared. I think Jimmy cleared it.
Yep, because all the dice rolls clogging up.
It's lowercase w, yeah. And then type the first letter of their name and press tab.
Unless you're trying to whisper Jimmy, then you can just right click the tower.
Or don't do the first letter because if you get a T, you got to do the first 2 or 3 letters.
First 2, because there's 3-letter T people here. Tatui, Thorson, Tendril.
Why did that
Thomas.
whisper go to the GM? Why does what I said? What, dude? That's weird, man.
All I know is
Shawad,
wanna
did you see
go-
that whisper I sent you?
no. I see usage GM message. Usage W recipient message.
Oh, there's
Or
something,
you can just use Discord.
there's something wrong there. So anyway, yeah, just
Oh, in Discord?
Just try Discord
no.
instead.
Yeah, it's like the Savage Worlds is broken.
yeah,
Right.
we're waiting
So,
for Akil to
I
come
can't-
back.
I can't operate under these conditions.
I
teasing.
I want to go to one of the well-known costume shops, and I want to be like, what is the best costume I can get in your shop for 300 gold rooks? Or is that what they're called, right? Gold rooks?
Rilks.
Rooks.
RILKS.
What is a DG?
Hey, Jimmy,
Hello.
Congratulations.
did we see the mother of the daughter that is now at home to conclude that part of the thing?
No, you haven't been to see her yet. No.
Okay. I'm going to go see her. And
I'll go with that as well.
My buddies said that they saw her climb into her room last night. You might want to go have a talk with her, but maybe you can help us with something.
Okay.
Maybe she can get us invitations or let us escort her into the masquerade.
Good thought. I mean, it is the harvest ball after all.
What to make sure? For what? Why does she need escorting?
Well, we want to make sure that your daughter doesn't rendezvous with her boyfriend at the thing and disappear again.
Oh, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, if you
So
want to,
Lord
as long as you
Vince-
don't ruin her night. You know, I wanted
No,
to.
no,
I
no. We
wanted
won't.
to-
We'll just stand in the background and keep an eye on her and you while you're there, and make sure that she doesn't take off and disappear with her boyfriend before you can get her married off.
So I'm pretty sure Lord Nintz is going to be there.
Yeah, all of the nobility are going to be there. It's going to be a massive night of nobility all gathered together. Children and a lot of the parents of the nightingales are going to be there.
So me and Tendril are there. Then we'll just, we'll tell her if you can just walk us in with you, we'll be fine from that point, and we'll watch out for your daughter while you're there.
Okay. Deal.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, and then she pays you the remaining money that you're owed, which I've distributed.
What time are you guys leaving? We'll meet up with you at your front gate.
I have to get a costume. I'm going to go shopping for a jester costume.
She sends you off with in the carriage with Vendel to her costume place.
Okay.
These you can get costumes. 300 gold rilks will buy you like a house and a costume made of gold and all kinds of stuff. Shuad, it's a bit expensive of a costume.
I just want a jester costume. I want to go as a fat jester.
Okay.
Are there any demon costumes?
Yeah, there's all kinds of costumes. Yeah.
I'll go as a horned demon, a horny demon.
Yep. Thorson's dressed up as a butler in a satin in a velvet suit.
Nice.
With red lapels, and Shawad and Tatui's got the same thing, I think.
I just subtracted 300 gold rooks from my currency. I'm in whatever that.
You buy a house?
Gold rilks. he's taking his gold rilks out.
Yeah, because I said I'm gonna spend $300, 300 good rooks on whatever that.
Just make
fanciest
like
best.
scale mail armor out of the gold rilks.
I just typed whisper SH and it come up with Shundry.
I don't know. I just see GM. Oh, now I hear a whisper.
Oh, who whispered to you?
GM.
Oh, it
Zim.
wouldn't let me unless I did it wrong.
Yeah, I got Zim.
I got
So,
you, boss.
am I meeting up with Thorson and Tahui and Sherwad anywhere where I can let them know we're going to be escorting?
Well, you've all actually accidentally all bumped into each other at the costume place. So yeah.
Okay, well, I'll fill the rest in on what the plan is with heading through the gates. We're going to be the guest of the lady that hired us to watch her daughter.
Before you say that, I'm handing out like the fake invitations only to let you know it's absolutely pointless that I did that. I'm like,
I know, right? Look at that.
I'm like,
Why? You got to think smart. Think smart.
There you go. Right.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Pet smart.
It's the two wizards being clever. Yeah. I mean, not wizards. Tendrill's not a wizard. He's a healer.
All I know is I'm going to be the belle of the ball. And then
What are you
Technically, I guess
dressing up?
I'm a
What are you
white
dressing
mage.
up as, Shamard? What is it you're dressing up as?
I don't know. What's the 300 real quick?
Whatever you fucking want.
Fucking gold chainmail and shit.
Here, oh, well, then I'll try and find a picture of that.
4 hours later.
Is it 4 hours later? Do we want to fast
Be right
forward to
back.
4 hours later?
Well, we'll pick up the costumes, make sure
Yeah.
they fit, and guess we'll head towards the gate for the lady.
The masquerade.
Apparently, I can walk around and get lost. Oh, God.
Camo.
Camo? What?
You could have the Emperor's new suit.
This is going to be a mask made of gold. Where'd I put it? Lankhmar? And then, I don't know what the costume will be looking like, the other part. But it's going to have dovetails on the back. With fancy embroideries and stuff. And at the legs, they're going to flare out with like ruffles, like the finest silk ruffles or something.
He's going to look like Prince going on stage.
Very much so, probably. Prince dress is really snazzy. I'm okay with that. I was originally thinking like maybe a David Bowie outfit, but I like the Prince idea better.
David Bowie meets Prince. Yeah, there you go. It's actually Sherwad.
Sounds good to me.
Are you back, Burb? Awesome
I am,
returned.
yeah.
Yeah, so you see the masquerade
back.
picture?
I do. Yes. Thank you.
There you go.
Good, I've got rid of it now.
Gold mirrors.
Met ball worthy-esque.
Ooh, purple and gold goes together well, so I could do a lot of like purple and gold, like primary purple satin and silk with like gold finery embroidered into it.
Right.
Lakers logo on the back.
Aren't they yellow, not gold?
Close enough.
How about Utah Jazz instead?
Yes.
So Tendril and Aswell are
You're
I'm
all
still
you're all
gonna
dressed up.
kind of bring up
You're all dressed up. And
the rear.
Oh,
So I still want to kind of keep my eye on things.
yeah. Well, yeah. When you can sneak around and do whatever you got to do.
Kill.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do? What is the plan? You're going to the mask ball to do what? It's on the pretense that you're keeping an eye on Yola, but the actual, what are you actually doing?
I'm gonna pickpocket a lot of people.
I'm looking for anybody you might have in their hand or on their body that mask. Keep an eye on the nightlings. You know I want to. Is there any group of nightlings around?
Yeah, the Nightlings are all stuck together. Yeah, and they've all got their masks.
I'll be eating and watching out for any crazy mask-wearing murderers.
So Shawad, you're looking at Shawad. No, the whole premise is Shawad is going to try and dress super fancy in the super slick, amazing, awesome outfit with a pure gold mask to try and covertly get people to approach himself and aside from pickpocket them, but to also like try to glean information about the masks. So, I mean, who wouldn't want to see this new? I mean, this person could afford this amazing, expensive outfit. Holy shit! Talk about overkill. Let's figure this out. Who is this person? You know, like that's my thought process. And they're going to want to reveal some information through persuasion skills and stuff. Because maybe the person who controls the whole fucking mask ordeal is like, who is this person? Maybe
Or
I should
you're a
control
target.
them. Exactly, but I'm a target that bites back.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
like
gonna
it.
follow around Tatooine and be his manservant at the ball.
yeah, that's what you're doing. You're Tatooine's manservant at the ball.
You're his ball servant.
That's right.
Yeah. So, what?
I've got big balls.
What's your plan?
I was gonna talk to the Nightlings because I was like, and I was just gonna ask them.
Yeah, so we
You
got so
know-
you're at the ball. The ball started. You're all having a drink. Everyone's spread out around doing their thing. Tatooi's, well, the Thorson is following round Tatooine as well. And at Tendrils eating. What are you doing as well? Looking for girls.
Briefly, I'm looking to see how many of the masks are identical to the ones that we pulled off of the guards.
Well, the Nightlings are wearing their masks, and they've all got the same. They've all got that kind of mask, black with the blue eyes on it. About 8.
Well,
10
are
of
they
them.
wearing them? We mean we can see them.
You can, yeah, you can see them on their faces. Yeah, they're wearing their masks and they're just having a jolly old time. And
But nobody else is wearing that mask.
I mean, there's some,
Hey, so I don't have-
pretty much. It's just mostly the Nightlings.
Hold on a
there.
second.
What
Trey,
people
I
are
gotta
not
Trey,
wearing
time out.
masks?
Well, some people are wearing other masks. What are you saying, Thorson?
So like I don't have my sword with me then.
Oh yeah, of course you've got your sword with you.
Oh, okay. So I went to a costume party with my broadsword. All right, just asking.
And do the whole like tuck it in
Kirby.
the back,
Oh, it's on my back. Okay, sweet.
Oh, you remember in?
I mean, yeah. If you did you see the picture? Look at the picture.
Do you remember in Road Warrior?
So he's got a, so he's
where
got,
he has that.
See, he's
the
got
dude
a
with the
sword.
mask
See
on the
the
back?
guy with the costume on has got a sword. Lankhmar,
Okay.
everyone's got swords.
Okay, so I'm like him, except I'm a manservant.
Yeah, yeah. He's
And
in
you're in
red
a
velvet. You're in
loincloth.
black velvet. Yeah.
You're in a black velvet loincloth.
Tui gave me a bow for my hair, and I tied it in the back, so I got this bow in my hair.
Hey
Where's your
guys, I'm
helmet?
gonna have to take off early today. I'm sorry. I've got something came up here I gotta take care of, so I'll catch you next Friday.
Okie
Alrighty.
dokie, mate. No problem. I will.
Bye-bye.
Sorry.
I will not let you die, or I might.
Okay,
I will.
thank you.
I might, but I might not.
You can't die. It's Savage Worlds, man. Even when you die, you can't die.
It's Lankhmar,
All right.
not Savage Worlds.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
See you later, mate.
Later, man.
So the Nightlings have the mask on. There are a few others, but not a lot.
Don't forget, the guards that were wearing the mask, we couldn't see the masks on them until their
This is
eyes
true.
were glowed.
So, you're right. So
I wanna
going
see
back,
who
But
in
they
the
went-
party is
but then
masked.
once the masks have been activated, they go invisible, and then the person wearing it doesn't know they've got the mask on, and then suddenly they become murder hobos when the mask eyes glow. So far, these lot are just walking around with a mask on, just being kids at a party, teenagers at a party.
I want to ask them, hey, where'd you get those fancy masks? Y'all look great.
Ah, he goes. They say we got them from a guy called Festan.
Who's that? Never heard of him. Festin.
You have heard of him?
I have. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I want them to tell me anyway. You know, just
Well, you
for
remember the
position.
guards when the guard, what's his name, Jock, the guy who told you about going to the warehouse.
Yeah, Festin was the guy
Preston was
that.
the guy who was organising it and giving out the masks. Yeah.
Is Festin here?
No.
Oh, why wouldn't he be here?
So yeah, so you ask them about the mask. They go, oh yeah, they were given to us by Festan, Fustan, sorry, not Festan.
How long ago was that? When did you?
How long goes the what?
Did oh, how long ago did he give those to you?
Oh, a couple of weeks ago.
Y'all tried them on
He
before?
said to wear them at the at this ball because they look very fancy. They are very fancy masks.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, Fiola hasn't actually got a mask because her one's gone missing. So she's a bit upset.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. This town is full of thieves. It is.
Would it be possible for me to take cut their masks off and not have them know it was me?
Unactive
Well, cut their masks off. There's like 8 or 9 of them with masks on, and they're all looking at each other. So someone's going to see something.
Surrounded by like 100 other people.
Yeah, and someone would see it. Yeah, pretty much no.
But I'm stealthy.
But these are just kids. And also, what happens when the mask, when the guy whoever's in charge has had enough of his puppets?
Yeah, they freaking fry their eyeballs out. So going back to what Daddy was saying is like, how many people don't have masks on? I mean, could these be underneath a mask anyway? Is that a telltale
No, I mean, everyone
thing?
who's got all the nightlings have got these black and blue masks on. Other people have got masks on, but there's nothing that matches. They're all like Chouard's. I mean, nothing's as fresh as Chouard's one, but there's other masks that are flash, red ones, blue ones, green ones.
But not wearing a mask doesn't mean that I have a invisible mask on. You just be a mask underneath a mask. If someone's not wearing a mask, it doesn't mean that they have a invisible mask on.
Who knows? Again, you might be overthinking it.
Probably.
The kids have got the masks on. You can see the masks. And they've only put them on the first time tonight.
Stab them.
Well, they're not activated yet. You can see them that they're. Oh man!
So the kids are all a bit drunk now, so they've got your attention. They're like the girls are still coming up to Thorson and patting him on the pecs. Hello, Thorson. And the boys are all a bit like, look at the size of him, but they are actually talking, because they've had a few drinks. They're in a better mood than last time. You did interrupt them and kind of barge in on their little private parlour before, didn't you? Oh, Bane disconnected.
No.
Yes, Bane disconnected. His internet must have gone to poop.
Kicked my power strip, booting back up.
He kicked his power strip.
Oh dear. So can I, since I have this fancy ass mask, I clearly look somewhat important, and they can't see my face under the mask. Could I ask the younglings if I could see all their masks, and maybe they'll voluntarily?
Thinking that way. Daddy-o, do you have like social something? Like
no, he doesn't. He's got
persuasion.
He's grumpy. He's got -1 to persuasion.
Like I thought somebody had some kind of like fashion something. I was going to try to convince them that what the masks are wearing are out of style and crap.
Fashion?
I don't know. I was just like thinking, man, those masks, damn.
Well, what do you know about the masks?
They have sapphires for eyes, and they look like that.
Yeah, but what else do you know about the masks?
Tell them the frickin' truth. I really want to tell them the truth of what we did. Are any of the guards there?
There's guards around. None of the city. No, there's no city guards here. Just there's security outside, but they're not wearing masks. They're just the normal. It's pretty lax security, really. It's not like a, it's a ball that happens every year. There's the city watch are involved always, and there's private guy and the thieves guild are there to make sure no one's doing anything they shouldn't. It's a big citywide thing, so it's not like a robbing festival.
Is there like people there who would know that Tatui and Thorson and all of them were like part of the group that saved the city?
Oh yeah. Of course, you get a few nods of appreciation from people. Yeah, they know who you are still.
So why not just tell them the truth?
Tell who the truth?
The Nightlings.
Well, okay, so tell them the truth then.
Yeah. So I just want to get them into a quieter corner and tell them straight up. It's like these masks. They're gonna kill you. And I tell them the whole story about. You remember all the murders and everything about people just dying, and then the guards were wearing these, and they were given to them by this Faustin guy you were talking about. So I wouldn't recommend wearing these things anymore. I know it. And maybe if they all take them off, then whoever is in charge might get suspicious and might kind of deal their hand. But I need you to take these things off.
Okay, so you're going to need to make a persuasion roll at -2. Now, is anyone going to support you on your persuasion?
I have a 4 persuasion, so it's going to be...
Tendril can put in a good word. I'll do a...
Tendril's it's a shame I have a 6 persuasion.
Yeah, well, Tendril's got a 6 persuasion as well. You can just help by you do a persuasion. Whoever's assisting, make a roll for whatever you're going to do. So Thorson wouldn't use persuasion. Thorson would use fighting or something to try and get his point across. Listen to Tatui. He always knows what's right.
I'm helping persuade them.
I guess I got a wild card on that. Wild roll.
And Tendril says, "These are." What did you roll? Yeah, you don't roll until afterwards. Tatui, but it's all right. Tendril goes, "I've seen the damage caused by those masks when the gems light up."
And Shawad says to him, "Oh, I think you should listen to this one. He's a hero of the city." And I say it with a silly voice too.
Okay, so that's 2, 3. So that's +3. So you got 5 - 2 +3. Okay, so they believe you. They reveal that So they say they go like it was Fuston's idea. He's the one who gave us the masks, and but we promised to wear them tonight.
Did he say why you had to wear them?
No, he just said just to wear them tonight, and he made us promise to wear them tonight. He said it would be really a good show of solidarity, and so we did. But from what you were saying, they believe you. Basically, they believe what you're saying. So you take the masks off. Hey,
does he see him? Do they see him in the crowd anywhere?
Welcome back.
No, Fustan's not here at all. No.
All right, I'm back. I attack.
No, you were getting flirted on by the noble girls.
And I've gotten invitations to run for Lord of Lankhmar. I'm kidding. Or am I?
Okay, so we do we want to collect them? I think we should. But we still there's other people in the crowd that have these masks on.
There's other. Okay, so these lot here tell you there's other nightlings that are here as well, scattered throughout various rooms. So you've got to you're gonna have to go around trying to get masks off other people.
Can they help? I mean, they can go too, right?
Are we gonna play Dungeon Crawl Classics?
They can hey, can you go find your friends and tell them the same thing? They'd probably believe them before they believed us.
Oh, there's a lot of guests. So you've managed to get that down to Is there
like a fire alarm we could pull?
No, there's no firearms. There are.
Well, like not a literal fire alarm, but like something that would have a similar effect, would get everybody out of the place.
You starting a fire?
I'm down. See this mask? It's not really gold. It's a fucking fire starter. It immediately flames. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm thinking. Here's my thought process, just so nobody thinks I'm just trying to be some like random silly jackass. If everybody is stuck here and these masks activate, we know that there's going to be a fucking slaughter, especially from how many people that we are just been made aware are wearing these masks all over the place.
Yeah, so it turns out there are 12 nightlings here tonight, and you've got 7 of the masks.
There's still 5 more.
Fiola didn't. As mask is gone because Tatui's already got it. She doesn't know about that. So, so there's 5 more. There's 5 nightlings that need to be disarmed or dismasked.
Let's go find them. What do we do? Like, is there a map, a room, or?
No, there's no map. There's no room. It's all just going to have to be done. Theater of the mind.
Okay.
I'd like to throw a javelin.
God.
Your balls get snagged in your suit and you fall on the floor and you can't move. Shawad is paralyzed by his own costume.
It's a gold javelin. It weighs 400 pounds.
A gold javelin. So that's where all my money went.
Yeah, it's like you can't move.
Thunk.
Yeah. No one oiled your suit, Shawad, so you're actually frozen in place, unable to move. You can only make loud noises.
Do we
Someone help me. What is wrong with this costume?
Step on his foot.
Okay, so
go find him.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. How would it be a dramatic task to try and disarm as many of those as can? Let's have a look. Meena.
Guess so, because we got to go up to each one and convince them. And that still doesn't count for anybody who might not know they have the mask on, but
they all have masks on. Everyone. Except for me. I have a good mask.
crap, for all I know, I have one on. I don't know it.
Okay, so you've got, how many did I say it was? 5 left.
I would like to stealthily walk behind one of them that I find in the foyer, or some room of waiting. Stealthily
Doing a dramatic task thingy.
Yes.
You're doing a dramatic task. So you've got to try and get, let's say you've got to get 10 tokens in 4 tokens in 3 rounds. Make it easy. So basically, you've got to go around and you've got to try and get the masks off while they're talk them out of it. Basically, so you're going to have to do persuasion. So as well, you're up. You come up to one of these guys, a women who's got a mask on. You've got to try and persuade her to take the mask off. So you're going to have to make a persuasion roll.
What about the rest of her clothes?
Well, I mean, if you do a very good persuasion roll, you might. That is a fail. So you can Benny it, or you can.
I'm at 4 anyway, -1. So that's a.
It's a fail, yeah.
Hey, that's a success, I think. I don't know.
That is a success. She takes her mask off, but she doesn't take anything else off. She
Aw.
thinks you're a bit
Aw.
too
For the
old.
second raise would have
She's
been.
like 17. She thinks you're a bit old and creepy.
Wow.
Tendril's gonna be out. I'm gonna put him on hold. He's not doing anything. Reward, you'll go.
It is my go.
Yeah, so you got to do some persuading as well.
Do I have to do persuasion or can I do a different skill? Or does it all
Well,
have
if
to
you
be the same?
can explain how you're going to do it, and then you can use whatever skill you want, as long as it doesn't kill anyone.
I am going to try. That's oh god.
I don't even want to know.
I can't even. I just saw the.
Hey,
Why do I have all these cards on my thing? Oh my god! I was gonna say There's a model boat hanging from the ceiling. No, I'm kidding. I'll try persuasion. I'll be nice and be like, "Ooh, hello." Oh, I still like the model boat idea though. I don't know if that's a pass or fail.
that's one. You done it. What were you trying to say? You didn't actually explain what you were doing. Just persuading. Trying to talk
Yeah.
me into it.
Just use my very fancy regal air with this outfit.
Yeah, they're so
Yeah.
impressed by your suit that they're not bothered. Yeah.
Yep.
Tui.
I mean, technically, could I use thievery? But yeah, I'll stick to persuasion.
Well, you could use thievery if you wanted to, or you could do that. Up to you.
Wow.
Doing it the right way.
I still think
Thorson.
riding a boat through the crowd and stealing their mask as I go by
Can
them
you?
would be awesome.
Is there a map? Because it's not coming up.
There's no
There's no
map.
map.
There's no map. You've got to, basically you're going to walk. You're following Chouard around, trying to talk these people out to take their masks off.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Playing my card. I recognize this gal over here. She was checking out my pecs back at the Greasy Eel, and she's gonna help me out.
Okay, so you can do a persuasion roll or an intimidation roll at +2. You pick. You're going to just say, take the fucking mask off, or you're going to try and talk them out of it.
I'm gonna be like, take that mask off.
Wow, you get 2 for that.
You scared
like
their pants off them.
Screaming at him like it's out of fashion. You don't wear white after Labor Day.
That was last. That was
Wow.
last season. Hilarious to do. Oh Jesus! I just
It's
blew
not even white.
I just blew a gasket.
That's enough. You've done it. Okay.
Oh shit!
You actually stopped the murder from happening. Yeah, okay.
But we still haven't caught the culprit.
No, but you stopped a mass murder at the masquerade, and after that, make a notice roll. Everyone make notice rolls.
No murder.
Aswell is so busy staring at that girl that he doesn't notice anything.
Aswell is creepy.
Hold on.
Yeah, Aswell doesn't get to do a re-roll. He can't spend a penny on a crit. I'll give you a penny back.
Okay, give me my Benny back.
I
then.
did, yeah. I did. Yeah, if you get a crit fail, you can't re-roll it. Yeah.
Pretty sure we pissed somebody off.
Do we notice the guy lurking in the corner?
So basically, you don't notice You don't notice anyone looking like like their plan's been gone wrong, but you do see one young man. His eyes start glowing, and he pulls out a dagger. He starts advancing towards a woman, and she screams, "No, Bastian, no!" And he's trying to kill her, and they're about 15 feet away.
Firebolt.
We try to get the mask off. Me as well, and Thorson know what's going on. Oh, actually, did you ever see it happen, Thorson, or was it just me and Aswell?
No, I saw it, but I was
Thorson
confused.
Thorson got a 2, so he didn't see anything. So it's between.
Oh.
No, Aswell failed, so it's only.
I failed, so it's up to you, man.
And Shawad noticed as well. Shawad got a 5.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
you
if
can both-
Shawad noticed it, he would see the eyes light up and the mask become temporarily visible.
Yeah, you saw that, and then you see him pull a dagger out, and he's advancing on. Looks like his mother.
From beneath my dovetail thingadoodle, I pull out my mini crossbow.
I'm just trying to get the mask off. Guys, I
Oh,
tell
well,
Shawad, get the mask off.
okay, darn it. God.
Total of 3, so depending on what you roll, I'm gonna.
Do I? So I need to do an athletics roll? Is that what you want? We're doing?
If you're trying to
Run out of-
remove the mask, you got to do an athletics roll. Yeah. You need
Okay,
at -2.
I would like to play the ace card. It says play instead of rolling to automatically succeed at a trait roll with a single raise. That would work for.
That would give you the
Nice.
raise. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah.
Why can I not play any more adventure cards? I haven't played any.
Okay, I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah, you can play it, right?
Yeah, it's ace. Play instead of rolling to automatically succeed at a trait roll with a single raise.
Did you
I
play?
didn't
Have you
have
played an
texture.
adventure card already this session?
Nope.
Then I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Right, so we'll let you. You've done that now. You've done.
Yeah, so my athletics is an 8, so I would have got an 8 plus a raise. I don't know what that would have come out to.
-2.
That is just that you succeeded. You get a
Pretty sure-
but
yeah,
basically
pretty
means you succeeded and got a raise. It doesn't matter what it is. You succeed. So you dash across the room in your funny gold costume, but as you come towards him, the guy, well the kid, looks around. He looks around the room and he can see him like there's almost a look of questioning on his face. And then you grab the mask and pull it off, and he just wakes up like he's just been in a whatever dream. He doesn't even know where the dagger come from.
I start looking
goes,
around.
"Mother,
to
what's
see
wrong?"
what he was involved. Everything.
And then she gives him a hug once he puts the dagger
Is
away.
anybody going towards the exits? When I see Tatui or when I see Shawad do this, like I start looking to see if anybody's moving towards the exits.
No, a couple of guards started walking over when they heard her scream, but they see the mask come off and they see him stop what he's doing. And
nobody's going towards the exits.
No.
Okay.
there's nothing unusual at all.
But everybody probably staring. This mask fell apart like the other ones.
It went.
Turn to dust.
But you've got a salmon mask you've got now. The two.
Did we take them? I guess we took the masks.
You took
as
them.
well
Oh,
as
their
masks.
masks them other masks have not detonated.
Yeah,
So
fireplace.
Um,
Burn them.
Well, they've not been
That would break.
activated, so
did any of the Nightlings see that happen?
yeah, they saw it.
No.
Yeah, a few of them saw that, and they're like looking at you and looking at that and thinking, wiping their brows. They're like, it looks like their night's been ruined. But then they just start drinking and making merry.
Like drinking. Okay. Well, this young chap is not a Nightling.
He wasn't, but he's still only as a young guy. Yeah.
But no, I
After-
want to. What?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to ask him. You know who Faustin is?
Yes, I know that is. Yes.
Okay. Do you know where to find him? Put the mask back on.
Hey,
He doesn't know what it is anyway, so.
I don't. What mask are you talking about?
So you don't remember putting on a mask, do you?
No, I remember getting a mask. Where's it gone? I had it with me tonight.
No, it's long gone there, Cupcake. Where did you get it? Not who, where.
There was a meeting at one of the warehouses by the docks for a bunch of people upset with the all the money in Lankhmar going to all the wrong places and corruption and.
So you're rich. Why do you think you think you shouldn't have money?
I think that money should be spread evenly and people should be looked after and there should be no corruption.
He's a socialist. I punch him in the face for talking like that.
Kid.
Shawad punches him on the other side of the face. Then why don't you do it right now of your own accord, asshole? I hold his head
People
back,
like you
punch him
in
for
his
being
ear,
a
going,
socialist.
"Are you entertained?" Sorry.
You're really going to punch him or just a slap?
Slap.
Where'd that javelin in his chest come from?
You bastard.
Wait, why is he on fire?
Just all of a sudden, boom, right through him. God.
All right, and then there's no one else like in the room that's suspiciously trying to get out.
No, nothing. Yeah, just the party after that little scuffle and whatever happened. Nothing really happened, did it? Because you stopped it, pulled his dagger out, and put it away again.
Is it a fancy dagger?
I would like to pickpocket
It's
this
just a
kid.
shit dagger.
Sounds like we should go sell that dagger and give the funds to the people at the docks.
No, I just want to find out like more questions. Like, how did he get a hold? How did you find out about this meeting?
Bustan, he asked. He come up to me one day and said, "Would you like to talk about trying to make Lankhmar a better place? So come and meet me at the docks here. We're having a meeting." And
Where did he?
So what you're saying is make Lankhmar great again?
Oh Lord.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Where did he come up to you? Like at a party? At a
It was that I was drinking one night or something, or I was walking down the street and we was having a conversation and he approached us. Me and a few other friends.
Where are those other friends now?
He points over to the Nightlings.
Oh.
I saw that coming.
Yeah.
You saw it
Well,
coming.
Why aren't you dressed like them?
Dressed for a costume ball.
Yeah, but they all dressed together. I thought.
They like dressing up like that. I like dressing up like this. My mum wouldn't let me wear that.
Okay.
She made me wear this ruffle.
Oh, he's mommy's boy.
Would I go with your mommy boy?
All right, guys, I got to take off. Wife's home.
Okay,
right.
see you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Arrivederci.
I didn't even dare.
So, did they all go at the same time? The same meeting? Same meeting with the soldiers and all that stuff? Can we?
Yeah.
Do we know enough
from questioning them and what you've been told before? It all happened around the same time. There was a meeting. Everyone went there, handed out masks to everyone. The guards obviously weren't told to go to a fancy ball, but yeah. Actually, no.
I guess
The guards
it's
was
the thing with
the
their
guards
multiple
was
meetings.
the guards was a separate meeting.
at the same place?
Or at a warehouse, yeah. Lots of warehouses. Lankhmar, the whole dock is covered in them. All along the
one
Halal
thing-
River. There's warehouses all along it.
One thing I could think of is go to the warehouse area. And do you know which warehouse? Like, can we find out which warehouse it was?
Well, you tried that
From-
with the guards. It turned out to be
With
a
the
warehouse.
Nightlings now.
Yeah, they can tell you which warehouse it was, yeah.
Okay. No, that's the only thing I could think of is going to that warehouse. Or try to find out Foston.
Take out Fustan. Find out where Fustan is. Yeah.
But no one knows.
No one knows and no one cares. Oh, you got to do it in George Carlin voice, isn't you? One does what they're told. Yeah, so you've done Act 2.
So we're done at the party pretty much.
Yeah, the party's over. I mean, the party goes on all night. You can spend the night there if you want. A good party.
I mean, sure, I might want to nick some stuff.
No, the Thieves Guild said no thieving.
Oh.
Yeah. There's Thieves Guilds in there. You can see the Thieves Guild. There's a few of them walking around in the party as well. Keeping an eye out for people who are disobeying the rules. They paid for have protection.
Well,
so Thorsten, is this your last night? Was it?
I don't think I'm gonna be here next Monday. I'm gonna try, but next week will be my last for sure if I can make it. So I might be back in the fall.
Like you got all the farm stuff to fuck with now.
Well, the kids are off. So plus you got 2 new players, so you're fine. And they're way better than me.
Thorsten, don't demean yourself. Don't be so bad. Don't be harsh on yourself, Thorsten. Now, Suey's going to be upset because he's got no one to order around now. He's going to have to get a new one. Have you just kicked your power supply again?
Yeah, and don't be mean to the new guys because I don't think they can handle it, Tatooine.
And just get like a little Thorsten doll. You yell at.
I could just be you can make me an NPC and I could just be his manservant the rest of the time.
You know how easy it is to make you an NPC? I can just drag your character, literally drag your character into the NPC window and it turns you into an NPC. Let me do it now, hang on.
Nice. Whenever somebody gets that adventure card, like a friend comes to help or something like that,
There you go. I just turned you into an NPC, Thorsten, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you hear what I said, Jimmy? Like when somebody plays an adventure card, like there's one like if people come to help you or whatever, like a time of need, or I can't remember what it was called. You can have Thorsten show up as an NPC to help,
Helping hand or friend in need.
You see, can you do that with your rule set? Old school essentials, drag a PC and make him into a NPC with one click.
No, I didn't script that.
Why not? Yeah, that's another thing that's in Savage Worlds and not in any other rule set. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure I could. What do you drag it to? You just drag it into
I literally
the NPC
drag
window?
the character onto the NPC list, and boom, it's done. Turns you into an NPC.
Well, that's
maybe
also,
I'll have to script it now since you called me out.
Well, not just that, but like you got to figure in this thing, NPCs and players are identical. In terms of wild card NPCs, it's not like.
No, they're not NPCs. Well, I mean, maybe
they have edges, they have skills, they have stats, they have the die roll thingy-dingies.
Yeah,
traits.
Yeah, it's simpler. Yeah, but,
I think it's just laid out in a different layout.
Yeah, and they're NPCs, but yeah, it's got different stuff. The combat stuff's different.
The inventory stuff goes bye bye.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you wouldn't even bother doing that in the old school essentials because all your player characters are dead. So
Yeah,
That's why he
'cause
DMs, because he knows he hasn't got to maintain a campaign because they're all dead. They just
Yeah,
keep doing the
I just
same
gotta do it.
dungeon.
Yeah,
I've run this dungeon
yeah.
75 times, and no one ever
And you
gets
walk-
past the last boss,
And
who's
you
a
walk in
dragon.
and you walk in and there's all these bodies. Yeah, no, like but in a one shot, people are reckless, and especially people that have never played Old School Essentials. So, like, people start off being, and also like a lot of those guys on Saturday like wanted to die. Like their goal was to die. It was like they've been playing 5e so much. It's like, oh my god, maybe I could die finally. And so like they kept trying to die. So that was part of it too, Jimmy. So, but like when I run my campaigns, man, like it's not that bad. And then like when I ran the game for those guys from Old School Essentials Discord, this is the game they play, none of them died. They all lived. Every single fight they developed a strategy for. And instead of just going in there and trading blows, like they did something.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem that everyone's got. 5e makes everyone just think it's a hit point, and you're dead basically. We would just get that geezer was just one shot and everyone money the boss. We went up against his orc, yeah, and he just went, "You're dead, you're dead, you're dead."
Yeah,
oh, I missed.
Because
you're dead.
I got a call real quick. 1 second.
That sounds like a giant werewolf with 1,000 hit points.
Yeah. Except we had like
597.
He probably only had 12 hit points, and we only had 3 or 4 hit points. But it's just the old D&D rule. It's basically like old D&D. You make a character, and they're weak as fuck, and you have to actually think about what you're doing instead of just going, "Oh, hit him until he's dead," and it doesn't matter what happens. You're going to survive. And everyone's got Vorpal longswords of death and plus 18 to hit at level 5.
I'm still getting all these little COVID. We have a technician coming out to the house tomorrow, and like I've gotten 4 messages like, "Hey, if somebody in your house has COVID, please reschedule." Like, I know, man, you told me 4 times.
I don't need to reschedule because no one's got COVID, motherfuckers. Yeah.
The favorite one is
Thrift in chat said, "Thorson, I think it's excellent you have a farm. Hurrah for growing stuff, and hope you and your wife, kids have a great summer."
Oh, that's good. Thank you very much. That's very nice. The one that burns me up though is like the doctor's office. I called to schedule an appointment, right? They couldn't give me an appointment. It's a specialist till July. In the meantime, before they would schedule, they give me a COVID questionnaire. Like, okay, my appointment's in July. Why are you asking me if I have COVID right now? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like they can't do it.
It's like autopilot, isn't it? Yeah, just send it out even though no one's even listening.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like, why don't you ask me like the day before my appointment? Why are you asking me now? Like, if I still have COVID 2 months from now, we're screwed. Anyways, all right. Well, yep. I was fun playing with you guys, and I'll still be around. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, so I just gotta probably till August when the kids go back to school. So
yeah, okay. Well, yeah. If you're around next week, we'll see if we can conclude this.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'll talk to Amy. I gotta see what's going on. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, but be really, really nice to her. Really, really nice. Cook dinner. Do the dishes.
Yep. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Good
Later.
There you go, Schwa. There's a card that you should have had.
What one?
Bullseye. Double the total damage rolled of it.
Oh, double it. Yeah.
Did you pick that
I
edge?
think I had
Swad?
that one session, but never played it.
Funny thing is, and I got that one too. So I can't play more adventure cards. Oh.
Did you
All right.
did you get yourself the new edge? You did get a far shot, didn't you?
Yep. Even though I didn't need to use it. Ah ha ha.
Yeah, we did. There was no fighting this time. We haven't got to always fight.
Yep. Yep.
Let's give you far shot on your advanced list, so I know. Boom. You gained far shot
again.
Yeah, no. It's just that's just the extension saying you got a fair shot.
Yeah, I did.
I was sitting there trying to get you to like, you know, ask them questions.
I still blame the mom.
I kept saying, ask questions. Well, the mum would have been dead if you hadn't pulled their masks off, because basically them kids were going to kill all their parents.
Darn it! Why did we pull the masks off?
Because you saved all the... You've saved Lankhmar's nobility twice now.
I don't like the nobility. They're general jackasses. As a character, I don't think Shawad would be super keen on saving the nobility. So I don't know why I keep doing it.
Because they pay you loads of money. Shallow.
Because you're stupid kids, they don't know any better.
Yeah, they're just kids. They wouldn't have known. As soon as the mask activates, once the mask is activated, they don't know they've got it on. It makes them forget they even put it on. And then it turns them into puppets, basically. Goes around. But do you remember what I said about just before the mask came off? He looked around and had like a puzzled look on his face. Like, why isn't everyone being murdered?
Yeah, I
pulled the
noticed
mask
that.
off.
Yep.
Like it's through somebody else's eyes or something. Like somebody else was like seeing through it.
Yeah.
Somebody else was looking through, expecting to see something else.
And you can have an actual proper fight with this last thing. So you really will need Thorson there, actually. And Ricard. and Tendril and Aswell and probably a few NPCs and all.
Piggy. We get Piggy in there.
Well, Piggy's with Drakard now on the boat. Yeah, none of you found the Benny yet, still, did you?
I've looked
Lord.
through every single fucking option in there.
You haven't?
Everyone. Like I've
Otherwise,
gone into the sub menus.
Did you
on
read it
all?
all? Did you? Did you read the stuff that it's written there? Just written in plain text.
Well, that doesn't make any sense because that's not a hidden Benny, then, is it?
It is a hidden Benny because I give you a Benny if you find it. But you have to wait till next week now.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you which menu it's in. It's in the tools menu.
I know.
I'll leave it up for a few minutes so you can find it.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
I'm going to stop streaming now. Thanks for watching, Thrift. I don't know if anyone else is there. I don't think they are. I think Mechanical left. Whoever else popped in. Oh.
You have a ton of new log entries.
Oh, hello, Enki.
Ghost Moon, Murderer's Moon, Harvest Moon, Second Harvest Moon, Lover's Moon, 20th Lover's Moon. A lot of moons.
Oh, yeah, that's it's the Murderer's Moon is the month, and the days are. Day is now. What day is it today? It's the day of the
14.
Falcon. It's yeah. If you click, can you do if you click the little speech box on the left hand side, does that work for you?
On your page.
On the calendar. On the calendar window, there's a little output date to chat thing.
I don't see that.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I got view log entry.
Yeah, so it's basically the day. It's the day of the Falcon, and the month of the Murderer's Moon. In the year of I don't know. Widgeon.
It's the thing that says Benny type.
Okay.
There's literally Benny type Lankhmar under options.
Yeah, no, that's just to make it so it's the Lankhmar Benny's on your character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for lurking,
So
Enki.
far, that's the only word.
And everyone else is lurking. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Good night.
It's a busy window.